Friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages, tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, it's time to actually get back to the main storyline. Maybe. Well, we're going to try anyhow. So a few things. First of all, this is actually episode number 52, if you go by the true counting, which means we have been doing the show for exactly 1 year, and we are currently about halfway through book 2. So that means it's going to take a little while for us to finish this. But you know, that's okay. As Bob Marquis used to say, why does it matter as long as everyone's having fun? And he's not wrong. As long as you're having fun and the story's moving along, what does it matter if you're taking a long time or not? So just keep that in mind. And one of the reasons we are taking a long time is because of how this show, well, plays. I've said it before, it's like sometimes you can have shows where the GM really pushes everyone along and you're doing the main story and the main plot, and then sometimes you have stories and shows where the players really are almost like the GMs, where they say what they want to do and they want to do something and they want to explore stories or they want to explore backgrounds or go in strange directions, and that just takes longer. Especially if you have an adventure path. Now, if you have a homebrew campaign, that's part of the whole campaign. And, just doing whatever you want to do is just part of the game. But here, with an adventure path where there's actually a clear adventure path, I would say that, I'd say approximately of the last 7 episodes, like maybe 2 or 3, were actually written in the adventure path, probably just 2, and the rest were just made up. It was just them having fun, having birthdays, things like that. And this episode is pretty jam-packed. I would actually say you might want to bring out the notebook for this one, because a lot is going to happen in this episode. And it's a big combination of catch-up to get the story moving along, as well as just, personal stuff going on with the players. One thing with the story is that this is where it starts to come into focus. You're very close to finding out what the heck is going on, what is the main story of this entire campaign, and what the heck is the Extinction Curse, because that's something strange. Like, the name of the adventure path is Extinction Curse, yet you don't even find out what that means until well into book 2. I don't even know if they find out what that means in book 2. It might even be book 3, but there is a purpose to the name, and you are actually going to finally start figuring out and finding out what the heck is going on, slowly but surely. Oh, and one side note, the last few episodes where we had the fight in the middle of the circus, that was crazy. There was a lot going on, and that is actually a perfect example of how to handle fights you can't win. If you notice, they could not win. I mean, they just couldn't hit the bad guys. They were a combination of rolling poorly and, rolling poorly. To be honest, they should be able to defeat them. They just were really just having terrible luck, and sometimes when you have bad luck, it just keeps getting worse and worse, and you just fall behind, and then you just can't get the momentum going. It's sort of all about momentum sometimes, and in that fight, the bad guys had all the momentum going for them, and yeah, it was just terrible. There's no way about it. Anyhow, they did a great job. They turned the tables and said, you know what? We don't need to defeat these people, and let's just turn this into something else. They couldn't run away. In other fights, if they're losing, running away is always an option. I know people don't like to do that, but I do that a fair amount, because why not? I mean, if you can run away, then just do it. Run away, regroup, go to town, buy the supplies that you need, and then come back. I'd say 9 times out of 10 that will work, and that's really the best thing to do. But that was really good thinking outside the box, and I'm glad they figured that out. None of that was really written in the book. It just sort of said, hey, there's going to be a fight, and yeah, you figure it out. So them doing what they did was all improvised, and the reactions and everything from there. So good job. Anyhow, with that, let's get to show notes. So real quick with show notes. First of all, RPG Superstar. We got about 2/3 of the monsters done. We got lots of writing done. We're starting to do the layout. PaizoCon was announced. Unfortunately, it is not in person, which stinks. I love PaizoCon so much. I'm really, really, really upset that I can't get to go. I am going to go to whatever con there is. I believe we're going to have PAX Unplugged, and that's like in December. I actually believe we're going to have Gen Con. I think it might be limited, but I think they're going to have it, and there's a lot of reasons that I won't go into, but I have a feeling they're going to have Gen Con. Mostly has to do with money. That the amount of money that everyone is losing is so gargantuan that they need to have it in some capacity. And I've spoken to a lot of people. A lot of people said 1 year they could stomach, but 2 years, and a lot of people go out of business and a lot of bad things happen. I actually have a very good friend, and he would go to a con every single week. He's one of the top sellers of pop vinyls in the whole world, and he would spend almost 2/3 of the year at conventions, and he's just been dying. He has been totally dying, and he said that, without the conventions, they are barely being able to keep their heads above water, and they really just need them to come back. Even in a limited capacity, they just need something. So I have a feeling, because of the size of Gen Con and how much money it does, even if it's a limited capacity, I think it's going to come back. Anyhow, sorry about that rant there. I'm just really missing the convention scene. Hopefully they start coming back. But the point is that I will try to have a talk at PaizoCon and definitely Gen Con about the RPG Superstar book, give you some insight on how it's being built. You'll be able to talk to some of the editors and authors of the book. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget to check out the Discord channel. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com where you can play games and hang out with us. And do check out the Patreon. For as little as $5, you can get the shows early and even watch them live and talk to us. So check that out. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you managed to put on the show of shows. You managed to fight, put on a show, excise demons, recruit someone new, and nearly set the place on fire. Oh yes, and Darius started yet another fan club. He has so many fan clubs at this time. I don't even know how he keeps it all going in his head. He's got so many pictures to sign, so many people and meet and greets to go to. I think it's time for him to get a booking agent.
Maybe, could be.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varus, Darius's Daring Destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
And you all became level 6, and
Woohoo!
You're now accepted in the town. So maybe, just maybe, we can stop celebrating birthdays and having parties and going into town and getting custom gifts made and actually go back to what was going on. Something about the world falling apart. I don't know. I think you're here to save the world. Seems like birthdays are more important, but whichever you want. If we want to do Birthday Finder, that's fine by me. Or we can do maybe, just maybe, let's investigate some clues we had. But it's up to you. It's your show. I'm just here to tell you what happens in the world and to break your hearts. So with that, what shall we do first? I can presume that you went to sleep, woke up.
I did sleep and wake up.
Everyone's excited. They have all these new things at level 6. Also, don't forget Jellicoe Bounce seems to be way less evil now. Now
That's
that
good.
He wakes up, he seems to be kind of normal.
I can't wait to talk to him.
And
I
then
cannot
there's
wait.
also Avis,
I can.
the new person, the guy who can make dragons out of smoke. He joined you too. There's a lot going on. So you tell me. There's so much we can be doing.
Well, first let's go over what happened at level 6, right?
Lauren Sake is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
Isn't that how we run things around here?
Sure. I guess you're excited. Let's hear what Hap did at level 6.
I am excited. I have a fly speed now. That's exciting.
You're fly? You're hip? You're like with it? Is that what you just said?
I'm fat with a PH. Is what I am.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to wait till level 6 to get that.
No, like, because at level 6, I can take the Advanced Bloodline spell, which for me is Elemental Motion, and for my element being fire, that's Fly. So as many times as, I want to per day, I can fly for 1 minute per focus point. And I have 2 focus spell points, so I can fly a lot. And it makes your fly speed equal to your regular speed, which means that by taking Longstrider at level 2, I can now fly and run for 8 hours a day with a plus 10 to that speed, too.
And Hap was never seen again.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's Cauldron of Curious Concoctions, a human witch of curses.
And because Fly now has the rules, if you don't spend an action to move or to hover, you fall. Because of that, I went ahead and took, as my skill feat, Catfall, so that I could always just fall for free if it's like 20 feet. Is that how that works, Vanessa? Is that how Catfall works?
Depending on your skill level, yeah.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Okay.
So let me see. Let me just go through this. Hap has Fly, which you need to maintain. She is an animal companion, which you need to maintain. You have spells, which you need to maintain. So did you also take a feat that gave you like 8 extra actions? You only get 3 actions per round.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to get to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, but you
don't have to do it all in one turn.
You just watch. You don't have to do it all in one turn. And honestly, like, the thing about, like, the fly is that, I'm not going to be just, like, Iron Manning around, just constantly flying.
Aww.
But if I need to get somewhere tactically, I got a tool to do it,
Mm-hmm.
Can you give it to other people,
Nice.
or is it just you?
Just me, baby. Just me. And on top of that, with the Longstrider situation going on, that's like an entire dungeon run of plus 10 speed. So in theory, I will need fewer actions to move around. And on top of all of that, I've got haste. So I get a free action for stride. Oh, no, but that doesn't work for flying. I don't think. Oh,
Well,
look, I don't remember.
No, as long as
It
you
has
move,
to be in
right?
a strike or move action.
Strike or stride. And I
Ah.
think that fly is its own action. I
It
don't
is.
think it's a stride
Actually,
action.
no. I don't know. I don't know.
Fly
We'd
is
have
its
to
own
look-
action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's its own thing. So you can't use haste to fly, unfortunately, but you can use it to
Weird.
do one of the other ones.
Yeah, but I do have some good options where I can use 1 action to fly, 1 action to tell Riley to do something, and I got another action to do what I need to with.
Sustain a spell or something.
Sustain, like, a flaming sphere, which I now took at level 3.
So she's going to have
Ba-ba-bam.
the ability to fly, tell Riley to do things, and to, she's going to get to do everything. Meanwhile, everyone's going to be dying, and everyone's going to be yelling at Hap to cast some damn spells.
No.
I mean, she
I'll have
might.
flaming sphere running around.
Okay.
I'll have Riley running around. I basically
Okay.
have turned this into a top-down RTS for
Oh
me,
my God.
where I'm just, like, over the map and just, like, commanding my elements.
Okay. We'll see. I am curious to see how 500 actions worth of abilities works on one character.
You will see, and I'll tell you how very carefully. That's
Very, very carefully. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Darius now has in the skill feat Ward Medic. So when I use Treat Disease or Treat Wounds, I can treat up to 2 targets. Paired with Continual Recovery, which I had last time, patients only become immune to treat wounds for only 10 minutes instead of an hour. So, just kind of dancing around any kind of resting area. A little for you, a little for here. How about you? Boom, boom, boom. We're all good. And also my assurance at this level is the number 20, which gives 2d8 plus 10 hit points. And for my monk feat, I got Mountain Stronghold.
Ooh.
So as an action, I call upon the earth and the mountain to block my attacks through my powerful, sinewy beef muscles. I get a +2 AC until the beginning of my next turn. And if I have this feat while I'm in mountain stance, my dexterity cap goes from +0 to +1. So
That's
my
handy.
armor class is now like 23-ish, I think, or whatever.
Very cool.
But technically I could use this, like if I'm not in mountain stance for some reason, I can certainly use this as an action to kind of beef myself up a quick bit, whatever, for whatever reason. If I'm not, I guess in, I don't know, actually no, I need to be in mountain stance, so I don't know why it says, special, if you have this feat, whatever. Either way, I'm in mountain stance, I can beef it up a little bit and be even tougher, which I plan to do a lot.
So basically, you got more mountainy,
More mountainous,
and more healy.
and more healy.
There you go. That seems to be your MO.
That's my MO.
Soon he will be a mountain of healing.
A mountain of hit points, that's me.
That a mountain of hit points. And what about Acheron? I believe Acheron probably got a lot of things because of all the characters I had to enter into Roll20. Yours had the most stuff by far.
So, yeah, Acheron took for skill feat additional lore. Acheron's been slowly learning more about Eridan and a bit about what they encountered in the tower and trying to understand all that better. For their class feat, they took Greater Lesson, and they can now command the shadows to attack their enemies, which will be useful. They learned a bit more magic, a couple third-level spells, which I'll leave to unveiling in the moment. And I think that's it. I got a little shopping to do at the moment, but some exciting stuff on the way. I really look forward to attacking people with their own shadow. And that's
Cool.
another useful spell because I can just sustain it to keep attacking, which will be good for my action economy.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for everyone on the level 6 characters. What are we going
Wait.
to next? Oh, did Alhara? Did
That's
you get
fine.
level 6
You know
too?
what? You don't need to know about the 2 very important feats I took. That's fine.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
okay.
Alhara just... I didn't even... I thought you were still level 5. I thought we were doing this experience-based, and you missed out on a few experience points, so you're
What?
still level 5, and everyone else is level 6. With
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
that
having
sounds
that
like fun.
conversation. I remember that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, I mean, I am doing it individual, not group, so...
Did I
in
tell
a
you
few-
about
in a
my
few more
bad
sessions.
internet connection tonight? I might just drop off randomly, and if I do, it's probably the internet.
In fact, you might be level 5 forever, because level 6
Oh my
is too
gosh.
powerful. It's too good. It's too
It's
good
such
for
a
you.
good. It's such a good level. Do
In
you
fact,
want to
you've
hear?
been talking about this since you were
I'm
level
so excited.
0.
So
So,
excited.
all right, what makes this level better than all other levels?
Okay, so I have 2 very important feats. And I'm going to tell you the first one, and a lot of folks are going to think this is the more important one, but I am telling you now, it's the second feat is going to turn out to be more powerful and more important as this campaign
Ooh.
goes on. The first feat I got as a 6th level swashbuckler is Attack of Opportunity. Now this sounds really good, right? Especially with
Yes,
Alhara's
does.
reach weapon, 10-foot reach on that bow staff, and Attack of Opportunity. Like, she's going to be swinging as reactions every turn, all the time. It's going to be fantastic. But that's not the
I'm pretty
best
sure
one.
that has to be the strongest feat.
It's not. It's a really good feat, but I'm telling you, for this particular campaign, the other one I took is even better. I don't know if you're ready for this, but I'm going to tell you.
I don't believe you, but you could try to convince me.
I'm so excited. My general feat that I took is additional lore.
Ooh.
What?
And it
What?
seemed-
I think that's a great choice. And I
Okay.
also took it.
I took additional lore, and the lore I chose was circus lore.
Oh,
Because we are now players in the larger game of the circus. Like,
That's
we have
so
competitors,
clever.
and we have to know who's doing what. So Alhara's really been studying around and asking around and trying to figure out as much as she can, even like with other circuses that are friendly, like how do you do that and how do you do this bit, and trying to really just like learn as much as she can. So she's got additional lore, circus lore, and because she's already level 6, she comes in as an expert.
I like how Alhara's like practical knowledge of the thing we do most of the time, and Ataran's like, I want to learn about a dead god.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
They
right.
really are. They're made for each other. They both did additional lore.
Woo!
Lore twins activate. Form of a dead god. Form of a circus ball. There you go. All right, circus lore. That actually can come in handy. Believe
Yeah,
it or
that
not.
probably will a lot, huh?
That will eventually come in handy, because now you know all about the 1099 forms and W9s and everything else you need to do with the paperwork of running a circus. Very
Not just
important.
that though, right? Like this is knowing about circuses in general. So this is knowing that if we need to, like if we wanted to get into the animals section to free the drugged exotics or something at Mistress's Dusklight's Celestial Menagerie, I might know who takes care of them and where their hangouts are depending on how well my check does. Like this is good information.
So her circus lore means homework for the GM. Got it. And now I see why she likes it. It's going to make my life harder.
I've got crowd lore, so once our circus gets even more popular, I can help handle the crowd.
You've been using your crowd lore.
Yeah, we used it at least once, right?
I've actually rolled it more than you think. I roll it every so
Ooh.
often when things are going on. I just do it in secret because most lore checks are not active anymore in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So, all right.
I honestly don't know if I'll ever use my lore, even if we like
You
retrain
used
it.
your bird lore.
Yeah,
One.
you were
the
inventive
very
with it.
first episode.
Yeah, but like, what does it do for me that
But we
like
changed
nature
it.
doesn't do?
No,
we
we
did.
changed it. Remember,
Oh.
you said you wanted it to be like general
Okay.
animal
Yeah,
lore.
yeah, that is what I want.
And
but
I
even
said
still-
yes.
But when is general animal gonna apply and nature doesn't? You know?
Well, it just does because nature is not just animals.
Okay.
Animal is a specific branch of nature. That's like being a general practitioner versus, like
ear,
an
nose,
oral
and throat guy.
surgeon. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh
It
no,
is-
I get
There's
it.
plants in nature.
It is one
Yeah.
of the things that convinced me to take the additional lore feat is you get those free increases, like Vanessa was saying. So I automatically have expert knowledge in Eridan because I use the feat to learn that lore. It's a
Mhm.
good feat.
Good feat.
You get
It's really-
free increases in it.
You
With
get free
the
increases.
additional lore feat, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
You immediately
good
become an
feat.
expert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad, especially because lore comes in handy a lot more frequently than you think. If you pick the right
Yeah.
one. If you take something like rope lore. Although
Yeah.
everyone has used their lores.
I've used it once.
You've
rope
used it
lore-
more than once. You've used it more than once.
Okay, maybe, but I
Just
think
not on
circus lore is
camera.
going to be a
Yes.
clinch. And the cool part with the additional lore is at level 7, which is just around the corner essentially, you get another increase. So will automatically
Yeah.
become
Yikes.
masters in those skills.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
really good.
Lord.
We're gonna be wicked smart.
I mean,
Wicked
oh
smart.
lore. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what's going on. All I have to say is do note one very important thing. Teleportation does not trigger attacks of opportunity. Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
We knew
that's
that.
right. Look
It
it
doesn't. That's true.
Up.
We're about
Mhm.
to fight a bunch of
It has
big
to have
dogs.
the move
Movement,
action.
yep,
The
and
move
it does
keyword.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Or manipulate, depending on
yes.
which one you've got.
Yes, that's correct.
Which most spells basically do if they have somatic components.
Oh man.
I know,
Well-
spellcasters be warned.
We'll see. I was looking at things coming up, and I was like, man,
Ruh-roh.
they're going to be dead. But maybe not. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. So, a few other things, a few other notes. One thing is, I actually made a small mistake when I was doing the calculation, and I instead have given you 133 gold from last show. I increased it because I was doing... I won't get into the math, but whatever you get in terms of the excitement, that gets doubled. So since you had 61, I doubled that and then added your prestige. Or actually, let me rephrase that. So what I actually did is I added your excitement and your prestige and then doubled it. So that is also another reason why you want to go for as high a number as possible. Because before in the game, it's like, well, it only doubles if you get the exact number. But here, you can end up getting way more gold. Because I actually did it at 40 and then doubled that. But here I actually did 61 and doubled
So
it.
that gives us a total of 147.5, I believe?
167.5, but I didn't take away some of the things you bought.
Yeah, we spent 20
yeah.
last time, so...
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. So,
We
yeah.
get
so,
how much?
yeah.
What was our payout?
133 after taxes.
133 flat.
That's cute. 133 after tax. That's cute.
It's true.
So we have 147 and a half gold pieces,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep. That's what I got, too.
We get a half a gold. All right.
It's
Well,
called
we-
5 silver. Or is that some electrum?
Someone was
that's for
really
the old timers.
drunk and gave us a platinum
There you
piece.
go. Old timers will appreciate the electrum choke.
Two gold per
2
electrum
gold.
piece. Yeah,
That's right.
Astral
Or
diamonds.
lead. Do you remember lead as a...
as a like a sub penny.
Yeah, it was something terrible. It was like half a copper or something.
Everyone who had all the lead, they don't spend it anymore.
So anyhow, cool. You guys are all faster, stronger, smarter, more lore-y, more attacker of opportunity, more fly-y, and in Darius's case,
More mountainous.
mountainy. Yes. Now what? What you gonna do? You're in this town. Circus went well. Now what?
Atron wants to go purchase some things, because as they wake up and they're reviewing some of their own progress, they're recognizing there's a few things that they want to get, and so would go looking for the others.
I need to run into town too, but I have a little bit that I need to take care of here at the circus first.
I can wait for you. I want to buy some scrolls for Chilagosh to eat for us to be able to cast, but also we might want to pick up a couple things.
I have birdseed.
No, he has to eat them to learn the magic.
Oh, I don't have any magic seeds, but I feel like that'd be a good idea. Maybe get a wizard to inscribe some seeds with the spell so you're not feeding him parchment?
I do not think he actually cares about what he eats normally otherwise.
Did you ask him?
He is not quite a normal animal. He is more spirit in physical form.
But did you ask him? Maybe he doesn't like eating the scrolls.
He does like cookies and pies.
All I'm saying is I've heard of some cultures in far-off lands where they make scrolls out of things like bones or like a stone that they use. I don't know why you couldn't get something that's actually a food to teach him spells.
Maybe if we find some place that does such without costing us more, maybe?
Yes, in fact, the Varys twins know that there's a gluten-free scroll shop in town.
Oh my
So,
gosh. That's right. If you need gluten-free scrolls.
Ataran is smiling just a little bit as they mention that Chilagosh prefers cookies and pies.
I think it's cute.
Ataran might be just trying to get more cookies and pies.
Not a
Legitimate
problem.
tactic.
you know, that's how you get
Subtlety.
Chilagosh to eat the scrolls. You get a pie, you crumble up the scroll, and you put it in there. They won't even know. That's how you get them to take their medicine.
Yeah, you wrap the scroll parchments in cheese.
There you go.
Ah,
There you go. You got to get a block of cheese, but it works.
Bacon.
All right, well, I've got a few things I need to do here at the circus, and somebody might want to tag along. After I feed the animals, I want to go find Jellicoe.
Ooh, I do not want to go to that. But let me know when you're heading into town.
Okay, I will let you know. I will come with you to talk to Jellicoe.
Yes,
Oh.
come on.
I want to see how he's behaving.
So you can go to Jellicoe's cabin, and Cheddar is standing outside with guard, acting as a guard. And yeah,
Okay, I want to knock on the door to the cabin. Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
you hear Jellicoe's voice, although not as creepy as before. It's like, "Oh, hello, come in, come in."
Hey, I brought you some water. I thought you might need something to drink. Quite a night
Oh.
you had, huh?
Oh yes, It was horrible, I tell you. I had no control over my body. All those weeks, I saw what I was doing, but it was... Oh, I'm so sorry if I caused any trouble. I really had no control over it. It just seemed to be like I was watching myself do these horrible things.
Possession is scary.
Yes, I even saw myself fighting you, and then it all went dark, and then I felt myself being drawn to the boneyard, but miraculously I woke up here, so I guess I have you to thank from what the professor told me. I'm so happy you decided to give me another chance after all the horrible things I was doing. You must be so confused.
Not
I
really.
myself am very confused.
No, you're family. We take care of family.
Distrusting, maybe, but I agree with Hap, and Hap did well to save you.
Yes, I don't know exactly what happened. I was like that for months or even years. I can't remember. It was all like a bad dream. And I would sometimes, when it was quiet or when I was alone, I could actually take control of my own body. But as soon as I was in front of someone else, I would lose control. It was a nightmare. I could only be myself, but only when I was completely alone.
I think if you ask Alhara, she'd agree that it was a nightmare.
Oh, I feel terrible about that. If there's anything you think I can do to make it up to her or anyone else in the circus, please let me know. I really can't go back to Mistress Dustlight, and obviously the professor will stick up for me. I'm actually quite a normal clown, and I normally like to entertain the children, and I'm sometimes a little scary, but nothing to like what I was doing before. In fact, I'm gonna reform my act and just do the happy stuff, the balloon animals and the jokes and the smiley faces and the silly voices and colored hair, things like that. No more knives or bags filled with blood or skulls. I think that's going a little too far.
That's probably for the best. Maybe for the time being, let's just put the clown stuff on the back burner. Maybe just, let people see you at dinner, just as you. Just not in makeup, not in big shoes, just as you, just as another one of us.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't even know why I'm wearing these hooks. What the heck am I using hooks in a clown?
Here,
outfit
just
for?
I'll just take those from you. Here,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, no problem.
And
Here,
sure enough, there's
I'll
all
give
these-
them to Otteron.
There's all these like hooks and rusty nails and horrible things attached to his costume as he's resting in bed.
Atron just slowly drops them in a bag.
Here, let me just have your costume. Here, Otteron. And I'm sure you can do something with this. We'll get you all fixed up. No worries.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Did you have breakfast yet?
No, I'm awfully weak. If you had something light, maybe toast, I think I'm gonna have to rest for at least a few days just to get my strength up. And I'm also horribly embarrassed by everything. I don't even know how I'm gonna show my face to everybody.
Well, I'll tell you how you're gonna show your face. Here, I know you're weak. Let me help you stand up. Okay. Put your arm on my shoulder. Let's go get some breakfast. There's still some folks out there. I think it'd do good to let them see that you're... Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. If you will help back me up. And as he stands up, he's very tall. He's actually a little taller than Atron. He's about 6'8".
Does he have any makeup or weird clown shit on him?
He just has a little bit of grease paint, and his hair is still colored orange. I'm
gonna prestidigitation all that away.
Oh,
all
okay,
of it.
there you go. So now he looks like a fairly normal male human. He has frizzy, long brown hair that sort of poofs out. His face is very long. His entire body is very long. You can see why he became a clown. He is like 6'8" and probably weighs about 140 pounds. I was soaking wet. He's very gaunt and almost stick-like, but it allows him to really, when he's even just doing a normal walk, it's very funny and exaggerated. So you can see it's naturally that he would naturally become a clown with just his body type. But he says to you, well, if you think, in fact, I don't even know if anyone will recognize me like this, wearing normal
Maybe
clothes.
they won't,
and-
but maybe that's a good thing.
Yes, I think as far away as I can get from that original act is probably a good idea.
A new chance to meet people for the first time.
And
Oh,
if you want to just kind of, work on your act for a while, we need someone to do pyrotechnics for us in the show.
yes,
It's supposed to be a PC, but I figure you'd be a good NPC to do it.
Well, I do have, my old repertoire. I didn't forget it. All that other stuff, I think, was when I was being possessed by that spirit. But we could talk about that. I know we have at least a week
Yeah.
or so before we're doing another show.
Well, right now, let's just talk about, okay, it looks like Darius has left a little bit of bacon left. We have some toast here. So just, what do you want?
Oh, as I said, just something light, just some toast with butter and a little bit of water. That's it. That's all. I
Okay,
need.
well, here, I'll fix your plate. Let's sit down by the campfire and just have a little bit of breakfast.
Oh, thank you, both of you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm satisfied with that.
Does
Stephen.
Alhara check him out, or is it too soon
No.
for her?
No.
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 Not even a happy clown? No clowns?
Well, right
I
now he's
don't-
not even
I
a
don't need
clown.
to-
He's just a
I
person.
think
That's
he
right.
has to come to like a meal, sans makeup.
Oh,
and
he's
then
out of
we'll-
he is out of makeup.
That's what we're doing.
But we didn't go to his
Got it.
his cabin.
Oh no,
his-
he's
his
at the
wagon.
he's
He's
at
at-
the
he's-
campfire.
he's at the
Oh,
campfire.
he's come to the campfire.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
he came to the campfire.
oh, who's your friend?
Oh, well, this is Jellico.
Jellico. Oh my.
Mm,
How are you, Jellico?
Oh, Darius, I'm so sorry everything I caused you.
No,
You-
no.
you
We know
realize
that
that
it was
wasn't
not your
me.
fault.
I know.
You were
but
possessed by some sort of monstrous entity.
I know. I had no ability to control it, as you saw. I transformed into some creature of some sort. I will vow never to scare anyone ever again. I will only be a wholesome, happy clown. Maybe even change my name. I usually was Jellico Bounce Bounce because I would juggle and bounce around, and he shows you, and he picks up a few things, and it's like, look, and he's like, he does this act where he's both bouncing and juggling, and it's completely innocent, very, very wholesome.
Well, Jellico, please take the time you need to recover, work on a new act, and when you're ready, please rejoin us, and definitely do the act that you want to do, not anything you were forced to do by that spirit.
Yes, thank you. I'm gonna probably rest. I don't know if I'll make it in time for the next circus, but you've all been so kind. I'm so embarrassed. I don't even know what to say. It's something that was completely out of my control.
It was out of your control. You
We all
nothing to be
understand
embarrassed
that.
about.
Yes. I had no control when I was ever in front of someone. In fact, the bigger the crowd, the worse it was. And the only time I could be myself was when I was by myself. It was torture, I tell you, torture.
And it's all over now.
Yes, I don't even know what it was, but I'm so sorry. I'm just so embarrassed. It's just terrible. I don't know how I'll ever live
Right,
this
less
down.
talk, more eat.
Okay,
It's fine. Please recover. It's not your fault. None of that was. It wasn't you. So there's nothing to be embarrassed about, and it is not anything under your control. Please enjoy the meal. Rejoin us as the new Jellico. If you want to change your stage name, you can. Whatever you wish.
Yes.
What about Jean? We could call you Jean.
Jean the dancing machine?
Jean the dancing machine. I like it.
Oh, I have to check the clown registry to make sure someone else isn't registered.
Someone else may have that
with
one.
that name, but it sounds like it might work. I'm not so much of a dancing clown as a bouncing clown, so we'll see. It's a big deal to change your identity, and do keep in mind a lot of people know who I was, but I don't know. We'll think about it, and obviously Mistress Dustlike knows I'm here, but well, there's only so much I can do about that.
She knows all of us are here. So You're safer with us than you are anywhere else anyway.
True, true. Well, thank you, both of you. I'm gonna quickly have my breakfast and go back and rest some more. But thank you for being so understanding, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to everyone one-on-one and show them that I'm a new, changed person.
Darius, Atron, I'm gonna stay here with Jellicoe, make sure he gets back to his cabin, okay? Do you guys want to go figure out who Alvis is? Like, where did this guy even come from? And now he says that he works for us? I don't remember that being his decision.
It was his decision. He defected. He's someone who did not attack us.
Doesn't, like, the professor need to get to say okay or something?
Yeah, the professor should talk to him if he wants.
We're in charge, but I'm sure he will have talked to people. I'm going to go talk to Alhara and then head to the market.
Okay, yeah, I want to come with you. I'll be there in a minute.
Be quick.
You take your time. You take your time, Jelko. We'll get you back to the cabin whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Ataran goes over to Alhara, seeing her in the crowd, just stands next to her but doesn't say anything.
Good mead tonight. They put some sort of, I don't know, spices or something in it.
It's breakfast time.
Oh. Good mead last night. There's still some left.
Here you go.
They put some sort of spices or something in it.
I'm going to go deal with money, so I will refrain. But maybe tonight.
There won't be any left tonight.
Uh,
Are we all ready to head into town?
I think shortly. I will give Hap a little more time, but then I am going to head into the market. And you are going to come? Yes?
Yeah, I want to see how you shop for scrolls and how you feed them to your bird.
It probably looks peculiar, but it is just like eating it normally.
I don't know how one eats a scroll normally, so that's the part I'm especially curious about.
A little butter and salt.
Now you're joking.
Yes, I am. I am glad that is clear.
Okay.
What if instead of parchment paper, they made scrolls out of, like, fruit roll-ups?
I would like, imprinted pancakes or crepes. That's
yeah, that'd be great.
Fruit scroll-ups.
Yes, fruit scroll.
Yes.
Nice.
Darius adds that to his business ideas. He has like 50 of them.
I mean, I can
Fruit?
certainly
Scroll ups.
I could certainly work on that, dried fruit, and then get actual slivers of dried fruit to spell words out on a scroll, and then put a glaze on it. Maybe I should do this in real life.
Well, you know what happens after you cast the spell? It disappears off the scroll, so you have the scroll remaining.
Right. The fruit
so
roll.
that could be the whole thing. It's like, look, the fruit scroll ups. You cast a spell, and you have a delicious dessert remaining.
You have a day's ration left.
There you go. It's a little bit of everything.
All rolled into one.
But you do need to cast a spell before the scroll up goes bad.
You don't have to.
It does have a shelf life.
Yeah.
All right. Before the actual scroll goes bad itself, the actual fruit flavor.
Maybe that's a good thing, so you're not hoarding your consumables.
Well, you know what? For a little bit extra, preserve food and
oh yeah,
there you go. You can make it last forever.
You could get scrolls of bacon.
No, now we're that would rot faster. I think. I don't know. We can't.
See, this is why we
jerky. It could be jerky.
Jerky scrolls.
Jerky scrolls. Here we go. This is another side business where that's like Hap.
We gotta workshop it more.
Hap and Darius.
It's a Lauren and Rob T.
It is
always
the Lauren
make
and Rob.
some weird business.
Wait, first, did you come up with all the names of your chowders? You have all the chowders.
There's several chowders. Yes,
That's right. We have to do the chowders. Now you have to do the scroll ups.
It's the Starlight Special.
Oh man,
That's Haps. It's the Starlight Special, and I determined it's not a chowder. It's a chili.
Oh, that's right. We are never
good. A
ever
fiery, spicy chili.
getting back into this adventure
It's a spicy
path.
chili.
I don't even know where
This
it is
adventure
anymore.
path is Zolgaths are trying to come to the surface because they like dinosaurs and we gotta stop them. Oh
But
no!
you know what?
We should move along.
Zolgaths,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know this. They love chili, and you are able to defeat them through the power
The power of chili.
of the food. The
Half
power.
spicy chili.
That's right. The power of
All right, let's go into town.
chowder, chili, and scrolls.
Bacon.
I mean, that is why they say breaking bread, and you form diplomatic meetings and such over meals. So
Okay,
Powdered
so
chili and cake.
time to go into town.
Yeah, let's go into town.
and buy things, and then we can start the actual adventure path.
yes, so Acheron is purchasing a magic missile scroll and a restoration scroll for Chilagosh to dine on. And they're also purchasing a neutralized poison scroll and a remove disease scroll to have just in case.
Now that we've got a little more money, can we afford the remove curse?
There is no more money.
That's fine. Good to go.
Yeah, the extra money we got is circus money, which we can't use on buying stuff.
No
You
worries.
have
Good to go.
9 gold left.
And Acheron is using their own funds looking for a couple holy symbols. Specifically,
Acheron has 5 silver, 5 copper left after buying all that. So, I don't even know how much a holy symbol costs. I'm sure you can find one for a silver or two.
well, Acheron's using their own funds. They're not going to touch the
right,
group.
right.
Acheron's trying to buy a silver holy symbol of Eredin and a silver holy symbol of Nocticula.
Interesting.
Yeah, 2 gold each.
Oh, really? Well, then you'll need to borrow some money for that.
Meanwhile, Alhara is in town shopping for enhancements for the circus.
Okay.
I was going to discuss with y'all, since we have all this cash, I think we should spring for one of the big upgrades. The big ones being next either better seating or tent expansions. If we upgrade from bleachers to assigned seating, that would give us even more bonus excitement when the show started. However, right now we're having no trouble hitting the cap, so I think we should go for more tent expansions. So right now we have big expansions. We could have huge expansions, increasing our maximum anticipation to 100 minus 10 for the seating. So a total of 90 maximum anticipation, which is a giant increase.
Huge.
Wow.
And we don't have to start with 90. It means that like if someone crits during a show and the anticipation
get it up
increases,
there.
yeah, it's not the end of the world.
I'm
I'd
not
vote
opposed
for
to that.
seating though, because I'm all about just having that cushion for excitement in case we just roll bad on like all night on the show. I don't like to risk it. I like to stack the odds in our favor.
I lean towards the tent expansion for the moment.
We have zero trouble getting to maximum anticipation. And we'll have even less trouble if Acheron decides to be a pyrotechnic engineer
That's true.
while Hap
Yeah.
performs the big number.
Yeah, and Acheron doesn't always have to be in the number, so I have no problems having Acheron be, I almost said the arsonist, handling the pyrotechnics.
No. From now on, our arsonist, our pyrotechnic title is the arsonist. Who's gonna arsonist for me tonight?
Acheron, why are you burning everything down? I am helping. Yes? So, yeah, I lean towards the 10 expansion just for the chance of the bigger payout.
Okay.
No, with pyrotechnics involved, I am convinced. The bigger tent makes more sense.
And it's safer. We'll have more tent, more space, so the fire won't catch it as easily.
Because I mean, we got to the point that we were at without even pyrotechnics last time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, and then we promised folks merchandise, so Alhara's going to look for some easily rebrandable things or things that folks can put together pretty easily as merchandise.
Well, before we do all this, let's see. You want the huge tent expansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need 10 prestige to get that.
Which we have.
You have 9.
We have 10.
You have 9.
We had 6 at the beginning of the last show, and we gained 4.
Mm-hmm. The most you can get in this one-horse town is 9.
So we
Terrible.
got
In this
too big
town,
for
the
this
most-
town already.
I'll let it go to 10. I'll be nice. How about that? You'll go to
Okay.
10. This one goes to 10.
Yay.
So
Yeah.
what are you buying? You're buying, well, you only have enough for one. You have 147. So
Right.
you're buying huge tent expansion.
We have a big old tent.
Big old huge tent.
How much does that cost?
100.
100.
And we can spend that 40 on, like the temporary stuff like confections and merchandise.
Well, the merchandise, basic merchandise will be 20. And if
Okay.
we do if we bump up our advertising from tier 2 to 3, it'll be another 20. So that'll be 140. That'll basically be our budget.
What did
If we-
confections give?
Confections was additional excitement at the start of the show.
I really don't want to lose that. especially
it's
if we're increasing our tent.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I don't think we need it.
Okay.
We can also always use our own funds for the circus. We just can't use circus funds for
Yeah.
us.
I
Give us-
have like 2
give
gold,
us-
I think.
Yeah, it gave us 4 whole points last time. It wasn't really a big factor.
The party has
Okay.
5 gold left
Woo-hoo.
after everything you've bought. I mean, here's the thing. You have a lot of things that are
Yup.
worth a ton.
Yup.
Like, the clear spindle Aeon Stone is worth 162 gold alone. So, just FYI. It's up
We're
to you.
poor.
I'd sell the animal staff, but it'll be cheaper to upgrade it than it will be to buy a whole second version of it.
Yeah, I mean, you actually do have things worth money. It's just, whatever.
Because I basically can't use the animal staff anymore. It does summon animal 1, which is useless, and magic fang, which is useless. So
Or, hey, time to go adventuring and find some damn gold so you can get more
Yeah.
expensive
right?
things.
Yeah,
Do
but
our
we
day
have more
job.
birthdays that get in the way.
I know, those birthdays, they're getting expensive. I tell ya.
All right. Well, okay. Is there any more shopping to be done in town, or buy anything else? Okay. I won't take a lot of time from it, but I need to go to the historian who has the compass.
Oh yeah, what did they say about that? I was going to ask you that. What did I last left off?
You
with on
last
the
left
compass?
off as it'll be a few days.
A few days.
This is a few days.
Oh boy. Okay. So while everyone else is shopping, Hap heads over to the Magistratum. It's a monumental granite building that serves as Escadar's primary courthouse for minor offenses, as well as the legal records storage site. And this is also where civic records are kept. So one of the big problems with this place is that everyone has their own filing system, so it is infamous for always taking a few days to find anything. So Hap walks in, meets with the feller that said that
Little old
help her
lady.
out. Meets with the little old I don't remember. Yeah, okay. You meet with the little old lady who said help you out. And she looks up and says, Oh, it's you. It's Hap, right?
Yes, that's right. Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, hello. I've been looking. It's been quite a fun little challenge looking at your amulet, see if there was any records. And I'm happy to tell you that I have a lead.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can't wait to return it.
That's good. This appears to be something religious. So I would say you should go down to the monastery of Saint Sark, one of the oldest buildings of Escadar, and check with them and their religious records to see what they could find. Oh, it's such good news, we were able to find absolutely nothing on this, but I'm sure they will.
That is good news. Thank you so much. Just to have somewhere to go. Oh, I can't wait. I bet there's some family and they tell this story of the romantic return that never happened. And to get something like this, to get this compass back, my gosh, it'll just make them so happy.
Oh, you're very welcome. And when you're there, make sure you talk to Sir Alderic Wem. He's an elderly knight from the Knights of the Aeon Star. They are inheritors of a long Aslanti tradition of sword mages. But Sir Alderic should hopefully know something, or at least be able to point you in the right direction. But good luck to you. Good luck, and come back and tell me what you find. I'm quite curious.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much. I can't wait to go tell my big brother. All right, and then I'll run out just with a spring in my step.
You might want to take that spring out of your boot.
I don't wear boots. I wear flats.
You might want to take the spring out of your flats.
Why? Is this going to get bad real fast? Or do you mean...
No,
like
he's
there's
making
a
a joke
spring
that
in
there's
your
an
step.
actual metal spring.
Oh, okay.
Went right over her head.
All right, so I'll go to where I remember them shopping, I guess. Can I regroup?
Sure.
All right. Darius, I got a lead. The historian knew something.
Oh, what did you find out?
She said that this compass has religious significance, and that the Temple of Saint Sark might know who it belongs to. We have to We have to talk to Sir Aldrich. Sir Aldrich Wim. We have to talk to Sir Aldrich Wim. Darius, can we go? Can we go?
Sure. Do we have time?
Alteron, do we have time?
I do not think we are pressed for time other than what we need to investigate.
We'll make it quick. Because we do have to figure out what those stinky Gazolgaths are doing.
Yes, we need to look into this Moonstone location. And,
They do smell bad. You're not wrong about that.
All right, Darius, do you know where the temple to Saint Sark is?
Do I?
Of course.
Yes, I do.
Lead the way.
yes, please.
Let's go.
So it's actually Saint Sarnax. Sarnax.
Saint Sarlacc.
Atron, do you know anything about Saint Sarnac?
Do I?
Actually, Atron actually does know a little bit about them because what's your new lore?
Eredin.
Yes, Aridin. And aside of Aridin, you get a little bit of Aslanti thrown in for free.
Atron would say, they are knights that practice an old Aslanti tradition of blending swordcraft and magery, much in the way that the god Eredin did, which is affiliated with the tower we went to, where we came into contact with that orb and the strange power.
I wonder if they'd know anything. If they'd know anything about the assault on the Tower of Aridin.
They probably know something of the tower, or maybe they have a library that could be useful to us. It is an old monastery.
Maybe they would know why those Zolgaths are so interested in tearing apart Aridin's stuff.
I assume that is because of their own history, but yes, maybe they know something more direct.
Might be a clue.
Well, let's go inside and see if we can find someone.
Yes, lead on, please, Darius.
All right, so I assume we get there without hitch. So I don't, what's commonplace in like old times where you have like temples? Like, do you just waltz into a temple, or do you have to like knock on the door? Like, what do you do at these places?
I think you tango into temples.
Oh yeah, I'll
There's
roll
probably
performance into the temple.
A knock situation.
All right,
Well,
let's knock.
You head up, and this is a monastery. So monasteries, you knock on the door because they are not temples or churches where you could just sort of walk in.
Oh.
So there's your answer.
Yeah,
All right, let's
not
knock.
meant for the public.
So as you walk up to this monastery, it's an imposing white marble structure, easily one of the oldest, if not the oldest building in Escadar. And after a few moments, a elderly man who is dressed as a warrior answers the door and says, yes, may I help you, young folk?
Excuse me, sir. My name is Hap, and this is my family, and we've come to talk with Sir Aldrich Wim.
Oh, that's me. Oh, yes, thank you. Come in. We don't get many visitors. How may I be an assistance to you?
Well, we found this old compass while exploring, and it seems to be very valuable, and it has something romantic written inside. See, look. And I was trying to return it to the owner, or at least maybe the owner's family, as old as this looks like. And this historian said that it might have ties to Saint Sarnac.
Oh, interesting. He takes it, and his hands are shaking as he's looking at it. And he's like, oh, this is fascinating. And then he calls over the others. He's like, Sir Hendrik, Sir Henry, can you come over? Look at what this young lady found for us. And see two other very old men who are adorned in the similar accoutrements. And it's fascinating to see old men dressed in armor with very, very deadly-looking swords. And you wonder how you would fare in a fight with them. Would they be fast enough? Would they be able to hold their own? Who knows? But they seem to be very very nice men who come over and say, "Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, fascinating, fascinating! Where did you find this again, young lady?"
Well, it was in a cave about a mile out of town.
Interesting. This is an old artifact. It looks like it was recently inscribed, but it's quite old. Yes. And are you wishing to donate this to our monastery? It would be honored amongst our valuables. We have a small museum over here. We can put it in a place of honor. Yes.
Well, I was really trying to return it to the family. If you look at the engraving, it's quite romantic. It talks about always finding your way home to me. And apparently it didn't find its way home. I just want to help it on that journey.
Interesting. Well, if you leave it with us, maybe we can look through some of the texts in the library and cross-reference some ancient manuals. Maybe we can even do a little divination on it and see if we can track down the prior owner for you.
My goodness, thank you so much.
Would it be possible, actually, to use your library? We are trying to locate a specific location that we believe might be of interest to Eredin, as well as to some Zolgath creatures that attacked the town north of here.
Sure. Let's go to the archives section. And then he slowly leads you over to the library/archives, when you can see that is a very large hall filled with hundreds of tomes, and the place appears to be, well, there's a method to the madness. We'll leave it at that. And it looks like these are the only three who know the method, because the place is a bit of a mess. There's a lot here, but it doesn't seem to be organized in any way that you can decipher. So what was the name of this item you needed help with?
We're looking into a place called the Moonstone Hall that is said to be beneath the town here.
Moonstone Hall. And then he raises his hand as to the other two, Henry and Hendrik, and books are flying off the shelves in every direction. And you can see why this place is a mess, because they're just using Mage Hand and pulling them off all over the place and then putting them back in random locations. But they seem to know where everything is, and they're all quickly searching. It's almost like a contest to see who can find it first. And then Hendrik raises his hand. He's like, "Oh, I found it! And this took maybe a minute. It's like, I found it. It looks like Moonstone Hall. Yes. According to my notes here, it was buried a century ago. Yes, here in Eskedar." And then Hendrik says, "Yes, but I found the founding priest was a pious human man named Uthadar." Yes. And then Sir Aldrich says, "Yes, well, you two may have discovered that, but I discovered that this was a temple to Aradin himself." Oh, and they all seem to be trying to one-up each other on what they can find, and you're all quickly taking notes on this, or at least Ataran is.
Yep, Ataran is.
My gosh, your library is just so full of information.
Well, yes,
and books.
Of course. If you need anything about Aradin or Aslanti histories, we're quite well stocked. That is what we've dedicated our lives to. Yes.
Darius, do you think they'd know anything about me?
You? Who are you? You're just a girl, a human girl, I can say. A short human girl. Yes, a short human girl. But look at that, she has fire in her. Yes. And they start waving their hands around you, casting spells and divinations. They're like, "Oh, isn't that fascinating?" Why?
She's
yes.
Wide-eyed and just looking around for looking at the family, "Is this okay?"
Should we get her out of here, Atron?
Provided you are comfortable, Hap, I am sure they wish to help. Eredin was a very talented Aslanti mage in both natural magics and the arcane.
And while she's all wide-eyed, "Well, this definitely isn't comfortable, but, we need information."
Yes, yes. And they're all comparing notes. He says, do you see the fire in her hair? Yes, I sense elemental magic inside of her. Oh, yes. Maybe. And then they start whispering to each other, and you can't hear what they're saying. And they say, oh, well, we need to confer a little bit more. Maybe when you come back about the locket, we can confer our notes.
What
we
were
don't
you
wanna...
whispering to each other?
No, nothing. We want to confer before we talk to you about this because we don't want to worry you, little girl. Don't
Worry me?
don't
Why
worry.
would you have anything? What would worry me?
No, nothing at all. You are quite healthy, and in fact, I can see you are a sorceress of the fire elementalist school. I can tell. Yes, fire elemental. I think she has. Yes, shh. And they're like trying to hush. She's like, oh yes, I said too much. Don't worry. We'll have it all sorted out by the time you're back. Yes. Do you mind if we take a lock of your hair?
Yes, I do.
Oh, what a shame. It would be a lot easier for us to determine your...
Tell me what you were whispering, and I'll let you have some.
Oh, nothing. We're just trying to determine your lineage. There's so many schools of magic, and the elementalist plane is so large. You could be anything. Do you know who your parents were? Yes, their parents. I must find out. Shh.
I was stolen by the celestial menagerie.
Oh, how delicious. This is a mystery. Oh, what a wonderful day. Oh, quickly, get them tea and crumpets. Yes, and they're quickly like getting you food. They want you to stay here as long as possible.
They have something to do all of a sudden.
Yeah, they're like, sit down. Oh, yes, we promise we won't hurt you. No. And you can come here whenever you wish.
We don't have time today, but...
No, please.
I would actually appreciate looking through your tomes. I have been studying on Eredin since we went to one of the Aeon Towers to the north and addressed its orb.
Yes. Hold on a second. And then you see them all, they all look at each other, and then they quickly do rock, paper, scissors. And then Hendrix like, damn it. And then he's like, yes, Atarond, is it? I'm
Yes.
Hendrik, and I will help you out, as I will be honored to show you and help you find what you need, as you will never be able to find anything through our sorting
I
system.
appreciate your assistance, and
Yes.
gentlemen, if you are comfortable with the term, if I may say, please show discretion when discussing anything related to Hap here. It is a mystery, but it is a very private concern.
Of course. We usually don't blab too much, but so Henry and Ulrich, they continue like looking over Hap and casting little spells, and Hap feels like hot and then cold and then a little dizzy, and then suddenly she's seeing weird colors.
Darius, they're making me not feel okay.
All right,
Okay.
that's enough.
We're done here. Thank you, sirs, for your time and your curiosity. When Hap is ready and to return, she will.
Oh, okay. Well, she did ask. She wanted to know about herself.
She did not understand what was entailed, and you did not explain it.
Oh,
So perhaps,
sorry.
next time you tell us exactly what needs to be done, and she will approve or deny.
Yes, I can understand your excitement, but it is confusing, and many do not understand the ramifications of magic put upon them, even if they are casters themselves, gentlemen.
Oh yes, so sorry. Here, have a scone, and he hands you a chocolate scone, Hap, and some hot chocolate.
I'm not comfortable giving you my hair, but my dad gave me these clothes a few days ago. These were my baby clothes, and he says that these are what I came in, and that they're fire resistant. So I thought maybe that would be a clue.
They like all whisper with each other, like, well, if that's what we got, then that's what we'll use. Good enough, yes. We'll see what we can find out. We are very sorry. We didn't mean to make
I'm gonna
you feel
want those back.
uncomfortable.
Please don't destroy them.
Oh, no. They're fireproof, you said, right?
Yes.
Excellent. They won't be destroyed, I promise you. Much. Anyhow, yes. So you wanted to go through the archives. What would you like to look up? By the way, is there any more questions you had about that Moonstone Hall?
I would like to know how to locate it. Maybe what part of the city it was at before it was buried. We would very much like to investigate it, especially if Zolgas are coming from underground to claim it.
Okay. And they start pulling books out again quickly, and they're starting to like cross-reference the books and looking at each other. And then like a few minutes go by, and then 5 minutes go by, and
Darius, will you wait outside with me?
10 minutes go
Yes.
by.
Thank you.
15 minutes go by. This is taking a while, unlike the other time where they're very quickly to determine what the Moonstone Hall was.
Atron would try to help. even if it's,
would you
moving
like to
some
help?
books.
Why, yes, and
Yes.
they start sending books towards you very quickly. Like suddenly your hands are full of books. You can give me a religion or society check, or you can do your
Ooh, the Eridan lore?
I guess the Eridan lore check. Yes.
Woohoo! I will do Eridan lore.
Super cool.
32.
Holy crap.
32. I rolled an
Damn.
18.
Holy
Nice.
moly! What is your plus? Plus 14. There you go.
Yeah, I'm an expert already. Which
Mhm.
maybe is just I'm reading and parsing information quickly since I'm still learning.
Well, you got the critical success. I don't even know what that is. I gotta look something
Yes!
up.
Woohoo!
Damn. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on.
Feet's paying off already.
Feats don't fail me now. Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up.
There's already so much substance in this episode.
But not your hair yet. Let's hold on to that.
No substance in
They-
my hair.
They were gonna take a small.
Just a little. Can we have
Just a
some of your
little.
toenails and baby teeth?
That's
God,
That's next.
gross.
trying to think of other things they could
Yeah.
take from you.
They're wizards, not witches.
Well, you never know. As they come out next episode, oh look, and they have like a little doll. It's like a voodoo doll of Hap. Look, and they like poke her. No.
We made a hap munculus.
Ooh, I love it.
I don't love any of this.
Oh my God, that's gonna be in the souvenirs. I can tell you right now.
Munculus. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I want a Chila Ghost plush.
Yes.
I want our confections to be based on like our acts a little bit. And also like for me they'll have like spicy noodles.
For sure.
Ooh, now I'm hungry.
For Darius,
Uh.
it's like a cake pop, but instead of being cake, it's like a ball of like fried butter wrapped in bacon.
Could be like a protein
Mm.
bacon bomb.
Yeah, it's just a mountain. It looks like a mountain of bacon, but it's
Yeah,
actually stuffed.
wrapped.
It's like a wrapped ham.
For Otteron, it's like a very small like sleeve of like gummies that have that are like kind of like dark, like different dark flavors, like berry, like licorice, like different dark flavors. But they've got
Ooh.
those big sugar crystals on them. The sugar crystals that go crunch.
I like it.
Yeah.
They can be shaped like all the things I talk
Yeah,
about putting
that'd
in the
be so
cauldron.
cool.
Frog's legs and
But
cockatrice.
Alhara's is the hard
form
one. I'm
and-
trying to figure out what Alhara's would be.
It's just a big tree-shaped
think-
piece
No,
of chocolate.
I know what it is.
I think it'd be
It's
like
bark. It's chocolate bark, literally.
Love it. Chocolate bark.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's bark because that's what she does. She works out with trees.
But that's not like what she's known for. That's
Yes,
not like
she
her act.
is.
True. It's not really her act.
That's
It's
I
not
would
her
say
act.
this is what I
though.
think her snack would be. I think it would be like a kind of trail mix. Like you get all kinds of different stuff in it. Like you get a little bit of like popcorn, you get a little bit of like pretzel, you get like a little bit of like candy. I think it'd be like that.
Sounds good.
Because
I'm
that's like
so
a
hungry now.
dynamic snack, and if Alhara's act is anything, it's dynamic. It's like constantly like evolving. Vanessa, we decided that your snack it's kind of like a trail mix. Like it's got like a little bit of everything.
I said chocolate bark, but they didn't like that.
No. Well, because you said just because she carries a tree, bark because she carries a tree. Come on, that's not Alhara enough.
Chocolate bark's
no,
still pretty funny.
That's no. The trail mix is good. It's like healthy. There's a little bit of sweet stuff in there to keep you going, but like it's
but
good. Healthy
I just
food.
figured like all the variety, like it's a very dynamic snack, and like your act is a very dynamic thing. That's kind of what I was thinking.
So what you're saying is I need to rework our budget so we can afford confections just
I
to
think
make
we
sure.
should always
that-
have confections. I feel like we have to like hit a certain bar every show. You know, like when you go to
Okay.
like a real life
Well, I'll-
circus, they always have confections. You know, they're not like, well, this time we didn't get confections. No, they always have confections. We have to always have confections.
Wow. All right. Well, then I'll take the advertising budget down to tier 2 then, and we'll do confections.
Num 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 num
Oh.
num.
Darius's could be a corn dog, but it's like a massive corn dog. It's just looks like the biggest like German sausage corn dog.
What's the casing made out of? Like
I knew it.
dire boar
I don't know,
intestine?
maybe.
Oh God.
I don't know
Hey,
enough
now.
about, I don't know how the sausage is made, so I don't know. Or he could have like a whole turkey leg like fried.
I think that's more his style.
Yeah, I like
Except
that.
it's not a
actually.
turkey leg. It's like
A cockatrice leg.
no, it would be like a fiendish turkey leg. So it's enormous.
Yeah. I still like Haps being spicy noodles. I don't know, I just like that.
A spice, a meatball.
Yeah, I see haps being candies that are
They're
like,
like
those
little
red
cinnamon
hot
candies?
Like cinnamon candies. Like, so they're sweet, but they're also really, really spicy.
Oh, so all of our big acts need a snack. So like Fidget needs a snack, but hers is so easy. It's just Pop Rocks.
Nice.
Alvis, I guess, would need one. What would Alvis's candy be or snack?
Just like cotton candy because it's all like wispy. And
Like
everything.
shaped cotton
That's
candy,
cool.
you know?
I like that.
It could be. It could
Yeah.
be shaped and like woven
Yeah.
into weird forms.
That'd be fun.
Jellicoe could now have like bubble gum that's really good for blowing like fancy
I'm gonna
bubbles.
give you the list of things you guys are going to have to work on. You have
Ahara
to
wanted
work
to kill
on-
him.
You have to work on the snacks. You have to work on the chowders. You got to work on. There's just all
Chowder.
these things. Oh, there's birthdays. There's like homework for everyone.
Well, the birthdays only come up once a year for each person, but the world is always in danger.
Maybe we should like actually compile these lists. You know, these are our like dinner items. These are our confections.
Acheron gets a whole bunch of books thrown at them. It's a stack as high as their head, and they
Ooh.
quickly take one out, flip through it, and Bingo Bango finds right away that the Moonstone Hall's entrance is at a mermaid fountain in the Woodworkers District. In addition, they learn that this temple houses 3 magical moonstone pools that were used by the followers of Arodin for prophecy, as well as to record memories and to look into the past.
Yeah, so Atron would be able to catch some of the books and move some with Mage Hand themselves, since they have that prepared, and would like, as pages came up after they read them, Atron would Mage Hand them over so the others could read, and so they're not like trying to hoard it; they're trying to share what they learn as well.
So the 3 knights are like, "Oh yes, now I remember. It's been a while, but yes, the fountain, the mermaid fountain in the Woodworkers District. Yes, that's the entrance. Although I would recommend you go talk to the city guard. Yes, because it's always guarded, and I always wondered why. Yes, there's always guards around it, and I can see why now. It must be still active, or they must be preventing people from using it as a base or something else. Yes, it makes sense now." And they're starting to get lost in their own thoughts as to why guards would be in front of the statue.
Well, I am sure we will find out. Thank you all very much. I should update my friends outside. I thank you. We will certainly return after we have explored it. I will make sure you are updated so we can put it in a ledger
Yes,
or journal.
And if your friend there, Hap, if she has a haircut any time in the near future, get us a couple of the scraps of her hair, if you don't mind, would you? It would help us. So it would be it'd be very helpful in us determining your.
I will ask if that is okay. I understand the power of sympathy through these things.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
It was nice to meet you and your friend Ataran. Always happy to meet one of the faithful. Yes.
Yes, I am learning a lot. Perhaps next time I will tell you of Nocticula if you are
No,
not
not
familiar with her.
Ticula. We know about. Not interested.
She is the one who gives me such power. Have a good day, gentlemen. And Ataran will turn and walk out slowly.
Okay.
Once outside, Ataran would smile. I have a supposed location. It is way to get in is through some fountain, but they
When you walk outside, like Darius and Hap are playing "Can't Touch Me," but she's like over his head and upside down,
Ooh.
flying.
You are flying.
Mark it off. You've used it for the day.
Could
Cute.
you always fly?
No, but I felt like here. Let me come down.
Defying gravity?
I don't know. I just felt like if I focused really hard. So like for the past few levels, I've been practicing. I've been practicing to see if I could get just a little bit more air when I do my dance. And apparently I can get as much air as I want.
That is
Wow.
that is good.
It's amazing.
You become quite the powerful sorceress.
That's what those
Yes.
creepy old men said.
Oh gosh,
They-
they were so creepy.
I-
Give me a lock of your
I
hair. What
Do
is
not
that?
think they meant
They-
harm. They are just
Yeah.
perhaps too sheltered in their studies. They do not have your personal touch, Hap, but I do think they would be happy to help you.
If I gave a creepy old man a lock of my hair every time they asked, I'd be bald. Ugh.
No, there is power
Really?
in such things. The sympathy, the connection of it to you can give the wrong person power and influence. I do not think they mean it that way, but there are certainly those that I know that I have learned from who you could not want to give such things to. But you are right to be concerned. But I do think they mean well. I do think so. They are just not good with people, maybe too
They
long.
made me feel like some kind of magical experiment gone wrong.
They were over enthusiastic with being all of a sudden, I guess, presented with a mystery.
Yes.
And your enthusiasm as for finding out who you were
Contagious.
is contagious, and that's just a big mix. So now we know. They backed off, and if you want to continue to work with them to discover parts of your past, you can.
Yes.
Well, I do have to come back and get those baby clothes, so we'll see if they have anything to add then, I guess.
And if you are willing to part with a piece of your hair, and if that will help them, that's up to you.
Maybe we wait on that and see what they find first and how they behave.
Of
further.
course, when you come back.
Yes. As for this fountain, if we wish to explore it, we should probably talk to the guard first. They think it is often guarded, so perhaps the city does already know that it leads below somehow. But
I know how to get us back to the Administratum. Me and Darius came from there right before the temple. No, wait, I went there. I went there by myself.
I do not know that we need to go today, depending on what else you wish to do, but otherwise we could, since we are in town already.
We might as well have a look around, right? See
Yeah,
what
let's
we're
go see what we're
getting into.
dealing with.
We should talk to the guards first. Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the Administratum and talk to the captain.
Good. Okay.
Right, Steve, can we make it to the Administratum without issue?
You can check with the... Yeah. You go into Conclave Square
Yes, talk to
with the
the...
Chief Constable,
Yeah.
Andrea Paladrine. Let's go there, shall we? Okay, so you're back in Conclave Square once again, and you can... you sort of know your way around. You were here last time. You can go in and try to see if you can set up a meeting with Chief Constable Andrea Paladrine. I would guess is who you would talk to.
Yeah, I guess let's talk to the secretary.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
let us go. And
Hmm.
Ataran heads in. Hello?
As soon as you walk in, it's Kat from Darius's fan club, and she's like, "Oh, it's Darius! Darius, you're here!
Hello.
Are you here to see me? Oh,
We're here.
Did you get my note? Are
I
we
did.
going on that date?
We'll
tonight?
definitely go on a date.
Oh, I can't wait!
I will
might
come
even
by.
Bring
We'll-
a friend or two.
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. What? Mm-hmm. Well,
That's a hell of a date.
we're having a big date. Well, but we're here on a little bit of business. Can you help us out?
Oh, yes. You were so good. I have to tell you, I was so excited and worried last night after seeing that battle, Al. And you were fighting and you bleeding and you got a few punches in, but then she doesn't even know where to start. She's so
It was very
flustered.
exciting. Definitely come to the next show.
Oh, you know I'll be there. But what help do you need?
We wish
You want to see? What? Yes.
we
what?
wish
What is
to
it?
investigate a certain fountain, mermaid's fountain in the woodworkers district.
Well, we need an appointment with the chief constable.
Oh, she's following you, Darius. Oh, look at that cat. Yeah, she's a cat. Yeah.
It's just the succubus from the last
Meow.
path, and he's gonna try to kill you.
She looks at her appointment schedule. She's like, well, she isn't free for another 4 hours, and she looks at you all. She's like, I'll squeeze you in, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. This
Wink.
is
I do
much
know.
appreciated. I'm sure Darius will be very thankful too.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very thankful.
As long as we agreed to go on that date tonight.
It's tonight? Well, sure. Let's do it tonight.
Oh.
Provided we're not in any trouble. We have to do some circusing. Check
Oh,
things out,
we're
but I
gonna
will-
be doing it tonight.
Mhm.
I mean, let's quickly go. Yes.
Acheron looks
Let
uncomfortable.
me go.
We're
knock
all.
on the door.
I'm uncomfortable.
Everyone is uncomfortable except for
Acheron's
this
like,
lady.
awkward!
Ow.
It's just playful banter.
Acheron can't handle it.
We're all adults,
I'm not sure Acheron is.
except for Hap and
Hap is
Acheron.
not an adult.
Acheron is still learning.
Chilagosh got it. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, Chilagosh
Chilagosh
is
will
like,
explain it to you later.
Chilagosh is rolling.
I need to tell you about the us and the bees. Oh, thanks, Chilagosh. Acheron's like, I don't get it. Yeah, we know you don't get it.
The me
Yeah.
and the bees.
Yeah, me and the
Just ask
bees.
Alhara. Acheron does not get it.
Oh well, they understand Alhara, but not all the other flirtation. That's
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah, and Riley and Chilagosh just sort of look at each other and just go, humans.
Well, Riley waits outside because he's a big old boy.
All right, so Cat like knocks on the door, and then you hear like yelling and screaming, and then Cat's like real apologetic, and after like 30 seconds of it looks like a one-sided fight, she looks at Darius with a big old smile on her face, and it's like, she'll see you right away.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And I wink at her, and I give like a little, like that Terry Crews peck bounce,
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
And she just comes up and jumps up and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Alhara immediately
Oh!
leaves the room before she bursts out laughing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with O'Hara.
Okay, so you follow her full on outside. She rounds the corner and then she just busts up laughing. Oh my gosh! Did you see that?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that. No, I didn't like that.
Oh, that is the best thing I've seen all day.
So you gonna go see the chief constable, or is that I guess
We
just
do.
Darius by himself?
Acheron is.
No, we're all going.
Acheron's
We're all
have to
going.
go.
No, they're outside.
No, you
so-
left. Hap, where are you going?
They left.
We're doing this,
No,
together.
Oh, I thought that O'Hara left towards the captain. Okay.
No, I
right.
had to leave so I wasn't laughing at this lady
Oh.
in front of this lady. But she comes right back in and catches up. She just has to compose herself.
Tell you who's not laughing, Darius.
He's also creeped out by how forward that lady is.
No, he's
Hey,
not.
power to her.
No.
But
She
you
knows
know,
what she likes.
Creeped out, and she's doing it in the office. You know what I mean? Like it's a little.
Yeah.
That's fine for the circus.
It's her office. She gets to do what she
It's her-
wants.
That's
true.
right.
Oh my
That's
god, that's a
right.
whole category of things.
That's not how that works.
No, it's not.
Well, different world, different rules.
I guess so.
That's right. So, okay, you walk in, and she's like, "Oh, please, make it quick, make it quick." Once again, congratulations on clearing that plot of land and establishing the circus in town. I appreciate for uplifting the civil mood. You gave an excellent show, and The 5% you donated was quite generous. Hopefully you can keep it up. Keep it up. So what do you need? I only have a few minutes.
Thank you. We wish to investigate the fountain in the Woodworkers District. That's Mermaid Fountain. It allegedly leads to a hall underground that was buried that we believe some creatures might be trying to break into from beneath. Zolgath activity.
Yes, the Moonstone Hall.
Yes,
She's like
yes.
quickly going through papers. She says, yes. It's an abandoned and buried temple to Aradin, and we're trying to keep it clear of smugglers and other criminals. That's why I've posted guards at its only entrance in the Woodworkers District. And what is it? You wish to go into it?
We want to make sure
yes.
there's no smugglers in there.
We, I at least have been studying up on Aradin, but the Zolgas we encountered to the north, that threatened the town, we also believe that they were, since they come from underground, possibly trying to get into Moonstone Hall for their own use and their demonic patrons' use. They could be already in there. We do not know. We wish to investigate and see if they need stopping before they come to the surface.
Yes. I get the gist. You showed some initiative in clearing the plot of land for the circus. I guess you can prove useful in making a full exploration of the site and clearing out any criminals or troublesome monsters that occupy the site. Right now, we just guard the entrance, but right now I don't have the manpower, nor do I wish to risk anyone going down into the temple. Who knows what's in there? So, I'll tell you what. I will give you a writ stating that you have permission to enter the site, and I will tell you where you can find it. All I ask is that you report back with whatever you find in there, and in addition, you're free to keep anything of value you discover as recompense for your trouble, except for any criminal wrongdoing. If you find anything relating to criminals or criminal activity, please report that to me as
Very
soon as
well.
you discover it.
Yes, we can do
But
this.
yes, I think that's a fair trade. And she's quickly drafting a writ as you're talking, and she's like, "Is there anything else? Anything else? Is that all you need?"
That is it. Thank you for your time.
Did you want to ask about workplace sexual harassment policy? Never mind. Yeah, that is
I
it.
don't
That's
work
all we
here.
need.
Yes. Okay, here you go. And then she gives you a writ and hands it over to you and says, "Yes. Please keep up the good work with the circus and let me know what you discover down there. And try not to get killed because we will not be able to rescue you."
Thank you, Constable. And Atron will take the writ.
Excellent.
And
And off you go.
leave.
Off we go.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
There you go. All right. Moving forward with some stuff.
Hmm.
And as you come out, Kat has her issue of muscle fancy with
The same one.
the same one. She
I already signed it.
Oh, she knows. She says, I actually was able to find a few more issues.
Oh.
Could you sign these for the other members of the fan club?"
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. Love
Oh.
Darius. Love and muscles, Darius.
Love and muscles.
Flexing for your desire, Darius.
Wow.
Pecs and kisses, Darius. There you go.
Atron just smiles very awkwardly amused and walks out as Darius handles that
Love
situation.
blooms in sinewy places.
Should I sign your writ?
Mine? No, I think we are good. I have the constable's signature. I think that will do us
That
well.
should be enough.
Yes,
I
I
think.
hope so. If the gods are fancy to you,
Yeah,
then
no,
you should
sure.
certainly chat them up too.
I mean, whatever helps us defeat evil.
Yes.
I don't think that's directly gonna.
Hey, we got it. We didn't have to wait 4 hours. You're welcome. Thank my muscles.
Haven't been this uncomfortable since there was a cleric of Callistria in the act.
Oh, that interesting. Whips.
It was a lot.
Okay. Do we need anything else in town? I do not know that we wish to go to the fountain tonight.
Well, we can go take a look at it, right?
I
Eh,
do
let's
not
just go.
wish to assume.
Let's go take a look at
Let's
it.
just
See what
go.
we're in for.
Then
Sure,
I am
we'll
happy
just
to
peek.
go.
A little peek.
Okay, so you know, since you've lived here for many, many years, that the Woodworkers District is one of the tougher, nastier neighborhoods in Escadar, and that's saying something. So, as you head over to the eastern neighborhoods of Escadar, which are filled with drug houses, gambling dens, and overcrowded tenements, you
Wow.
see in a courtyard, at the end of a deserted side street, a gaping sinkhole yawns next to a dry and crumbling fountain, depicting a frolicking mermaid. A metal fence surrounds the sinkhole and the fountain. 4 people dressed in constable uniforms stand near the fountain, at ease but alert for trouble.
Ataran approaches the guards. Excuse me. Can I ask you a few questions? We have a writ from the constable in order to investigate this area, but I would speak with you first.
They sort of snap to attention, and they say, "What is it? What is it? There's no one allowed here unless you have permission from higher ups."
Yes, the constable has given us a writ, and Ataran would show the writ.
They look at it, and they show it to each other, and they go, "Oh, are you the members from that circus from last night?"
Yes, I hope you enjoyed.
We sure are.
Oh, you have a writ of passage. Well, yes, if you wish to explore this looks like everything's on the up and up. Yes, we will open up the gate and let you in. I don't know why you'd want to go down there, but it's your funeral.
Do you know what the Zolgath is?
Yes, of course we know what Zolgaths
There might
are.
be Zolgath from down below trying to get into it, so we want to investigate too.
Oh, that would make sense. You know, we have been hearing movements and clinking of metals coming from under the statue, so maybe they're down there. They all look at each other like a little nervous. It's like, when are you going down there? It sounds like you have work to do. Hopefully you can figure out what that clinking is.
Do you know, does this pit, is it a sheer drop? Is there a way to climb down easily?
Oh, yes. And they show you, they walk you over, and next to the statue, there's actually a small entrance, and you can see that there's wide stone steps that go down into the earth.
I'm starting to get kind of nervous about this, actually.
I'm sure it could be dangerous. I will say that I would be better prepared for it tomorrow, but
We should wait till maybe the early morning tomorrow.
I think that is wise considering preparations.
Well, we didn't bring our rations anyway in case we have to stay in there.
This is definitely something is afoot.
Yes.
for sure.
Fine.
There's actually the picture. There's actually a picture in handouts showing you the statue,
Ooh.
and then you can see the little hole, the sinkhole, which is where the stairs are.
Oh,
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right, so I guess
Ominous.
we'll is there anything stopping us from just pressing the fast forward button?
I had something for the evening, but
Okay, well, let's do it.
Yes, something for the evening.
and Darius has a date.
I have a date.
It's still like early afternoon. It's not like you've been doing this all day.
But I feel like I've wanted to have this conversation for the last 5 levels. I'm level 6. I'm ready to talk to Dad. Let's do it.
Daddy, can you hear me?
I kind of miss old Marcel. I wouldn't mind going to see him too.
I
Sure.
I am sure I would be happy to meet your father.
Oh, are you ready for that, are you?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, let's go see if we can find Dad.
Ataran does not look prepared.
Well, too bad. They said they were.
Yep.
So you head over and you realize, well, this is an issue because your father's probably at the circus. And this is probably the last place that you want to be seen.
You can pick up a messenger at one of the messenger holes that I've seen and maybe send something. I'm not sure we should go into the menagerie.
Yes, we should send a messenger. That would be much
That
better.
seems safer. Maybe find some neutral place to talk to your father.
Yes. Alhara, where should we meet him?
You know, he always got a kick out of, what was that tavern? The one that had the really good eggs.
Oh, yes.
That one. Yeah, let's meet him there.
The Wyvern's Griddle.
Yes, I knew you'd remember. Let's have him meet us at the Wyvern. We'll just put the place with the good eggs. He'll know. That way, if it gets intercepted,
Yes, he knows. Yes, there won't be a...
All right. Fantastic.
Swear to God, I need to keep a spreadsheet for all the
We're
restaurants
messing
that are
things up.
building up.
I was going to suggest the pseudo dragon.
Louder chowder.
Louder chatter.
What's this one called?
The Wyvern's Griddle.
Wyvern's Griddle.
You're gonna need a spreadsheet just for all the
Spirits,
crazy crap we come up
spirits.
with.
Spirit is not open yet. It's still being built.
It's still being
Stay
built,
tuned for
you
level
know.
7.
Franchises available now. Okay, so you get a messenger. You put together a little message, making it, just enough information that he would get it and probably no one else. And you send the messenger over to give it to Marcel Varus. And I presume you try to go and meet with him sometime later today.
Like for dinner.
For dinner. I thought you had a date.
But you've got a date.
Oh,
well.
it's a dinner date? Okay,
Late
fine.
lunch.
Then it'll be a late lunch.
Okay. Could have dinner, supper,
Dessert.
second dinner.
Do you wish us to sit with you when you first talk to your father, or should we give you some space first?
Probably
How
a
about
little space.
you two have your own table? We will be with our father. You keep an eye out.
Yes, I will
case-
keep my eye on your father.
Well,
And
no,
also
yeah.
for other of Madame Dusklight's agents.
Yes. Hopefully they will understand siblings wish to see their father. But yes, I understand.
Okay.
Separate table it is, but with
Separate table it
but
is.
with
You
the
go to
viewpoint of theirs.
the Wyvern's Griddle.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered the eggs.
There you go. We order the eggs. Eggs Benedict with a side of lobster.
Can I get reef claw instead?
Oh.
Reef claw and eggs Benedict with
Mhm.
some reef claw.
Mm.
They got everything. They got the eggs Benedict with lobster,
Eggs are Astel.
clams, shrimp, reef claw,
Ah,
sea serpent.
I miss
you name
brunch.
it. They got it. And this is one of those places, breakfast all day.
Yep.
That's why we like it.
Mm-hmm. The hollandaise is nice and lemony. So perky. I just love that.
So you actually have to wait a few hours, as you imagine it might be hard for your father to get away, but he always has.
We will take the
a
time.
way. Yes, and sure enough, after about 2 hours, you see your dad walk through the door.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that you're not the first person to yell "Freebird" at the bard.